With the campus election kicking off, we have some of our very own students vying for seats in the student council. I sat down with the current MKU serving president, Abdi Hamid, to talk about politics, leadership, and a little advice for those who are vying for a seat. My name is Vonnet Bright. Welcome to AskMe. Hello everybody, welcome to Ask Me. My name is Vonnet Bright. As I told you before, I will be joined by MKU's current serving president, Abdi Hamid, to talk about matters, politics, leadership, and also since we are having the MKU elections coming up. MK, welcome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us. Why the name MK? You know, at first I thought...
Yeah, the name MK is just a nickname that I was given by my primary school friends. So sometimes some people think it comes from MKU, but no,
Yeah.
that's not the case.
Yeah.
So this is a name that has been attached to me since my primary.
Does
level
it
of
carry a
education.
meaning?
No, it doesn't carry any meaning. It's just you know, when someone calls you just a name, and
Yeah,
that
just
it
like an...
sticks with you
Yeah.
all of the life. Yeah.
Okay. And so let's go back to even before you were elected as the MKU's president. Like, why did you choose to run for that particular position?
Yeah. So before I ran for the MKU elections, that is Mukosa, I was the Muslim Association of Mountain University chairman, and we were facing some issues as the Muslim students. I remember at that time we used to have smaller prayer rooms, and when it comes to the CSR that Mamku does, there was some problem that like not having the school bus. Of course, at large, we wanted to have so many things for MKU also, not just the Muslim student, but all inclusive. Yeah. So it's true that I decided to run for the election, and I remember it wasn't easy, and it's never easy. It's just it needs planning, thorough planning for you to win the election, because you have to convince almost everyone within the school so that you can be voted in.
Were you also voting being used by delegates, or was it before the rule was enforced?
Yeah, I was voted in by delegates, and it was done through the online platform.
And like, what challenges have you faced being the serving president, and how did you overcome them?
Challenges are many, because you cannot have positivity every day. And as a leader, you can be good for some people and bad for others at the same time. So not everyone will appreciate and love what you do. So, and you have to accept it. It's the nature of leadership. But the challenges that I faced, lack of inclusivity with the students, because we don't have most of MKU students engaging. That's why, like you see, if we have different programs and events and these things,
Yes.
you see, like the students that are available are just the same students.
Yeah.
So when it comes to numbers, they're very small. And there are some things that for you as a leader to do, you must get support from the students.
Yes.
And that's what we lack in MKU. So that's especially for CSR, Mountain University CSR. For that one, we need to come together as students, lecturers, management, all the staff within the university, for us to come together, contribute something so that we can have at least some funds that can help us to do a CSR. But it was very hard for us, because we could not get the support from the school. But the other challenge is you have to be very close to the management of the school. I know we have a dean that he's doing his best level to cater for the student welfare. But at the end of the day, you also have to make sure that you're very close to the management, so that at least sometimes you can be able to have
Access to something.
yeah, you can have discussions with them, and so that they can be able to understand you and where you're coming from, and see, yeah, to see the truth, these things really matter. And sometimes when you need something that needs uh, like you need something that is urgent.
Yes.
Yeah, so you have to have that relation to talk to them, so that they can push it, and so that anything can happen. So as of now, we have Gala coming up,
Yes.
and
Friday.
yeah, so we are under preparations, and we thank the management for whatever they've done for us, because they are really pushing it hard so that it can happen. You see, so that's one of the scenarios that I'm talking about, whereby you have to be close to these people. You don't have to go away from them. Like, if you see the director, you are like, oh, director. No, they are people and they are very friendly. So you just have to be close to them, close to the lecturers. Don't be that person like who is running away from the lecturers and all.
Because at the end of the day, it's you need them.
Exactly.
And the election season here in MKU, we have some of our very own students vying for seats in the student council. With the likes of Alexander, Mangale, Jazra, Najma, Solo, Sarah, and also Celine. What are your thoughts on leadership and what a good leader should be?
When it comes to our election, of course, it's very different from other branches of MKU, because at some point in other branches you see tribalism and all these things.
Yeah.
But I don't know, it's blessing from God that within this campus we don't have such things. It's just that an individual competing against another individual, and that makes it perfect. So for you to win the election, you just have to make sure that the students understand you very well. For you to be a great leader and lead MKU, the student have to accept you.
Yes.
You have to show them the qualities of a good leader. We have several discussions within different groups, different platforms or forums of the students, that you can find many communications about the elections. And as a leader, I don't think it's good for you to engage with some communication, because it's kind of lowers your dignity as a leader, because at the end of the day, like your character or your doings
Yes.
talks much, that it explains who you are.
Yes.
You see, so we must be careful when we're engaging with others, and of course, you have to have your own vision as what you want to do when you become one of the council. You see, so you just have to make sure that you have a goal when you come in, because it doesn't end here in MKU.
Yes.
It doesn't end here in MKU. It will take you far, but for you, for that position or the leadership that you're going to take you far, you have to work for it and make sure that you've done something good for the students, and of course, as you pursue other opportunities outside there.
And because you guys are leaving now, like on February, right?
Yep.
Like, what are some of the achievements you guys have done together with your team for the past year?
For us, we have managed to achieve some of the things within the university. I think we've had several mentorship programs. We've had an internal games, especially a full tournament. We've had an outside sports,
Yes.
which is football that we've had, and yeah, of course, we are having the big one coming up, the Gala Night, and
the Gala Night.
having also the what we call class rep 3. So those are what we've achieved as a council during our time, and I believe that with the engagement that we've made with the management and the dean, we're going to have, they are going to have a good time of having different programs within the school. Because I think from when we've opened the school up to now, we've been having the beach trip. That's on Tuesday and Thursday. Even now, it's winter not here. So as you can see, like the year has begun very well, and I know that the people who are going to come in, they're just going to continue doing the tour.
And what new things would you like to see them do?
Yeah, thank you. The new things I would like them to do is I want them to do more than us what we've done. Because at the end of the day, we don't want to have people who are going to be just there and don't do anything. As of us, we tried. I know we had the previous Mkusa. They tried their best level. Everyone has his own time, but the coming Mkusa Council is just what I can tell them. Maybe I can advise them is the management first to do. And through that you can be able to achieve many things. They are very supportive.
Because the communication.
Yeah, exactly. Communication with the coordinators, because you have to plan like something like class trip, academic trips. So just be close with whoever is supposed to be engaged. And, of course, the dean. The dean, you have to be with him every time. You have to tell him we are going to have this, we want this and this and this, and he'll be able to understand.
And like for the first-time voters, I'm guessing some have never done the election before, or how do they go about it? How do
so for the new students, especially who have never voted in MKU before, we have a link that is in our portal that explains in details how you can vote in maybe delegates. So they just have to make sure they have, of course, they have access to the link because it's in their portal. So they just have to see how the process is and make sure that they come and vote.
And now that we're coming to an end of this interview, any last remark you'd like to tell the people?
My last remark as the MKU president, what I can say is most of us, the students who come and study here, let's make sure we focus on the future, because most of the time we are here in our classes, we enjoy, but are you looking for opportunities? When you go to an interview, you have this thing. I never liked this thing until I came to understand what it is. That's the years of experience. You just went to apply for a job and you see like 2 years of experience.
5 years of experience.
Exactly. Thank you so much. But where does that experience come from? So this experience that you can get from volunteering your time with some organizations, corporates, so that you can just be able to learn this thing. So what I can encourage the MKU students to do is make sure that you are doing something, engage yourself, and one day, one time, you're going to achieve something greater outside there. Let not the focus be just here in MKU.
And think outside the box. Okay, guys, so that was MKU's current serving president, Abdi Hamid, or as most of you know him as MK. So that's all we have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click the subscribe button, like, and also you can message us. And also this coming Friday, we are having the Gala Night on 31st. So make sure to show up for it to celebrate different cultures that we have in Kenya. Bye.